Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member Lee. Thank you, Secretary Blinken, for your service and for being here today. I actually wanted to ask about a more domestic issue. I've been really alarmed by the extended wait times for U.S. passport renewals and visa applications. Every single day in my office, and I'm sure the offices of many of our constituents, we are receiving frantic calls and outreach from a lot of our constituents. These extended wait times have placed such a burden on our constituents looking to travel to see family and friends or to conduct business abroad. I had secured language in the fiscal year 23 SFOPS report directing the department to dedicate the necessary resources to ensure passport and visa applications are processed in a timely and efficient manner, and to proactively seek technological and procedural alternatives to streamline consular services where possible. How does the administration's fiscal year 24 budget support the department's effort to return to visa processing at full capacity at all embassies and consulates and to cut down on passport processing wait times?
Yeah, thank you very much. Look, I very much appreciate that. Maybe more than any other issue, we, but especially you, hear this from constituents, on both sides, passport and visas. And as you all know, with COVID, the bottom basically dropped out on the system. We had the demand went way down, and this is the thing that actually pays for itself in the department. One of the few things, and even adds a little to our budget. That all went down. The floor dropped out. We had to let go or rededicate personnel to do other things. The contractors that we had working on this let go, not continued. So with the emerging from COVID, we've had to build back, and we have been in an intense effort to do that. Let me just quickly say, and we'll share more detailed information on the passport side. So we've had an unprecedented demand for renewed travel, which is a good thing. Historically, the demand's been cyclical. The busy season's kind of March to late summer. Basically, it's full-time now. We're getting 500,000 applications a week for a passport. That's 30 to 40% above last year. So it's dramatic. Now, in FY22, we issued a record number of passport books, 22 million. We're on track to break that in FY23. We've hired staff to increase the adjudicative capacity, to make sure that we've got the customer service phone lines. Man, we have more people in the pipeline, and that's also reflected in the budget. It's hugely important. I have a task force established at headquarters to marshal all of these efforts so that we're really digging in on this. We were authorizing overtime. We've opened satellite offices. We're organizing cores at the headquarters to assist in processing. Processing times. I would just say, and we'll get you, if it hasn't already happened, this information. I think it's really important that we be as clear and transparent as possible with people who are looking for passports to know what they can expect. So right now, given the unprecedented demand, we're looking for a regular passport about 10 to 13 weeks, and for an expedited passport, about 7 to 9 weeks. We've launched an online renewal pilot. This is something I have great hope for. We did this in 2022 because there's no reason, frankly, that someone who already has a passport and just needs to renew it shouldn't be able to do that online, not have to come in to a passport center with all the resources that requires. We had 500,000 renewal requests submitted through this pilot project. We've now halted it to make sure that we can fine-tune it and improve it before we roll it out in a bigger way. But here's the bottom line. We expect that 65% of renewal customers for passports will be able to do so online once this program is fully up and running. On the visa side, this has been a major effort for us, and I think we're starting to see results. First, I just want to assure you, when it comes to the categories of visas that have the most impact on our economy, particularly for students, for temporary workers, for business travelers, maritime crews, they've been the priority. And so we've tried to make sure that they are served, and we are at pre-pandemic levels or better in those categories. For visitor visas, the median global interview appointment wait time is 2 months, half of what it was a year ago. In most places, the wait times are much lower. By the way, we have about 58 million foreign nationals who actually hold valid visas, either because they're Canadian or because they're part of the their countries are part of the visa waiver program, so they don't have to worry about this. But for those who do, we are surging our resources into that. We have very high productivity that we're finally getting. First 5 months of FY23, 18% more non-immigrant visas were issued than in the same period in FY19, before the pandemic. In category after category, we're actually getting back to and even bettering pre-pandemic levels. The immigrant visas are a whole other issue. We're doing a lot of work on that. I know I'm going on, but what I'd love to do, Mr. Chairman, is to make sure that we're sharing with you detailed information about the work we've done and the work that's left to do, both on passports and on visas.
Thank you. Important questions, and we look forward to continuing working with that.